Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. The one question that should be in the back of the mind of every YouTube creator ever before they upload a video about Descendants of Zombies is simply this. Why are we here? Why are we doing what we're doing? Because that will give you a greater appreciation for your audience and giving them the content and creating the content they've known and loved for years. I've always wanted to be a part of something special because when you create art for YouTube and you upload it as part of your art gallery is no longer yours. Your art becomes every fan of Descendants of Zombies art that they love and appreciate because they are the ones that will forever hit your like button. They are the ones who will forever subscribe to your YouTube channel and take a chance on you because they believe in Descendants of Zombies just as much as you have to create this wonderful content for them. And I've had a greater appreciation for Descendants of Zombies. I seem to know everything there is to know about Descendants of Zombies. So if you are a fan of people like Freya, Skye, and Clarke, then this just might be the YouTube channel for you. I would love for you to take a chance on this crazy guy who lives in this haunted house for so many years because I've loved to talk about Descendants of Zombies and share with you my thoughts on this incredible franchise which has taken me on an incredible journey. Not only to talk about Descendants of Zombies but to meet so many incredible fans, and I've met thousands of Descendants of Zombies fans. But the more that I think about it, there are 10 million Descendants of Zombies fans across all social media platforms. And this YouTube channel is coming right behind YouTube channels such as Young Hollywood and Planet Hollywood as one of the most popular Descendants of Zombies YouTube channels in the world. Young Hollywood only has about 5,000 subscribers, and I'm creeping up just behind them with over 3,000, nearly 4,000 people having subscribed to this YouTube channel. And I've never interviewed Clarke. I've never interviewed Freya, Skye, but I would love the opportunity to, and I would love to give you a greater appreciation for Descendants of Zombies that you could take away from every video that I've ever uploaded. Because when you upload a video, you just hope that someone is going to find your thumbnail, which is really cool. I put a lot of effort into my thumbnails, and I hope you guys are going to click on my video. Think this guy is really cool, hit a subscribe button, give him a couple of likes, and I go away to Booster Juice. And I come home sometimes really excited to find out how many people have subscribed to my YouTube channel because I love to go to Booster Juice and get a fruit smoothie. But there's no greater appreciation than the love and support that you receive from Descendants of Zombies fans, which makes creating these videos worth it every single time. Freya Skye's got a lot of magical things happening for her right now and so much more magic to experience. We have the Stars Align concert tour kicking off on February 6th, 2026. It will kick off in Portland, Oregon. I think that everybody who is going to be part of this tour, every venue is going to be very appreciative of Freya's presence, and it will conclude in a ballroom in New York City. Just think about it like this. You're 16 years old, just turned 16, and you're performing in a ballroom in New York City. How cool is that? I would love to be a part of this experience. I would love to be one of the stage hands and be one of these guys running around with this headset on, like his head was cut off, trying to prepare everything for this tour because each and every one of you have deserved a great performance from Freya Skye. Every one of you have deserved to be a part of something special, and I wish each and every single one of you could attend one of these concert performances because you deserve to. Many of you were shut out of the Worlds Collide Tour. You couldn't get tickets, but those of you who were fortunate enough to attend the Worlds Collide Tour certainly had the chance to experience something incredible. I will never ever forget having the chance to watch this tour in its entirety on YouTube this past summer and review it on YouTube because my videos became some of the most revered. I have no idea why. It's just everybody loved my videos on the Worlds Collide Tour. From the very first moment that I uploaded my first video on the Worlds Collide Tour, I saw something special in it. I saw something special in the stars such as Kylie Cantrell, who I love so much, Freya Skye, who I love so much, and Ruby Rose Turner, who I miss dearly with all of my heart because of how much she offered to the Descendants franchise. Ruby will forever hold a very special place in my heart, and I refuse to close the book on Ruby's character Bridget because of just how genuinely sweet Ruby was. And as this character Bridget, she really put a greater appreciation and a value, a sentimental value, behind how much further kindness can really take a person and what it can do for a person's life and how many ways emphatically it can change it. And I think that Ruby will never ever be forgotten because of her contributions to this franchise. And a lot of the stars such as Kylie were very heartbroken that Ruby's services were no longer required and she moved on from the Descendants franchise, but I refuse to let go. And come to think of it, I've refused to let go of everything I've ever been a fan of when it came to Disney. Hannah Montana, High School Musical. I was there for the premiere of High School Musical 2 back in 2007. And you know something? To this day, High School Musical still holds the record with over 17.5 million viewership for the highest rated Disney Channel movie premiere in history. But I think Descendants and Zombies can get there, because when you think about Descendants 2, Descendants 2 had a viewership of over 7 million people. The first Descendants had about 6 million people tuning in, so it's slowly but surely creeping up there. And with more love and support that we can pack behind Descendants and Zombies, only great things will happen for it, and I know we can do it, and we can do it together, because that's the way that we will ensure the futures of your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars. We will ensure legacies for each and every single one of them, and I have never felt more excited to be a part of this with each and every one of you. Because I don't want to have to do this alone. I don't want to have to do this by myself. I would love to do it together, and I would love to ensure the legacies of your favorite stars, because long after my time on this earth is through, I would love to leave a legacy behind having something to do with Descendants and Zombies, because this is a beautiful love story. When you think about Victor and Nova's love story, these characters still have a lot of novelty associated with them, which means they still have a long way to go. But that doesn't mean that they can't get there, because they are evolving. They are adapting to the ever-changing entertainment industry, and I've seen it change many times over the years. I've been involved with entertainment for over 30 years, and I've done a lot of stuff behind the scenes for a lot of popular franchises, because I've done a lot of interviews. I've helped people get into the music industry. I've offered helpful advice, and I would like to offer a lot of advice to people that I think they would take away from every video that I've ever uploaded about wanting to pursue a career in entertainment. There's no greater feeling in the world knowing that you're an influential force behind someone's success that they will go on to achieve, or being an inspiration to somebody because of a thought you may have shared about Descendants and Zombies. Because no matter how you feel about Freya Skye, she is really going to be something special, and that's why I've gone out of my way to upload hundreds of videos about Freya and give her the benefit of the doubt, because I wanted to take a chance on Freya. I wanted to listen to and I wanted to understand her music, and I wanted to help you guys understand the meaning behind songs like Silent Treatment, rather than say, okay, who hurt Freya Skye? What's Freya Skye going through? What is she enduring? There was nothing Freya was enduring. Nobody had hurt Freya. She just wanted to relate to each and every one of you in that song and every other song that she had previously released. You think about the song The Person I Thought I Knew. It was just a song that was written for you guys to relate to a situation going on around you that you probably couldn't make sense of. And that was what was so beautiful about Freya's music, is that she's so young and she's writing such beautiful lyrics. And I think we should take a moment to really appreciate just how young she is, but she's writing such beautiful music. And I give Freya Skye 5-star reviews every single time that I ever listen to a song from her, because I know that she's writing something special, even when we get teasers dropped. I remember when the first teaser for Silent Treatment was first created and it was dropped on TikTok, I knew it was going to be something special. I didn't even have to listen to the song. Now, I would go on to listen to the song, and I gained a greater appreciation for it. But I knew from the very beginning it was going to be something special. Freya Skye has special written all over her, and it has everything to do with her friends, with her family, supporting her the way they have, and this consistent fan base that demonstrates tremendous consistency with who and what they believe in, because you guys never quit on your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars. You give them more incentive to create and be a part of something special and to feel inspired in everything they do. I have to give Kylie Cantrell a profound amount of credit and thanks for turning the Descendants and Zombies franchises around in such an exceptional way, because when you think about Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson pretty much just closing the book on Descendants, believing they had told the story and completed it because of the loss of Cameron Boyce, I think what Cameron would have wanted is for this franchise to pursue greater things and go on to achieve even more accolades. And now, because of Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker's contributions, they will. One thing I look forward to in the future is sitting here 20 years from now and talking about how some of your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars went down in history for being some of the youngest Disney legends of all time. Because when you're considered as a Disney legend, you know you've made it. You've made it to the big time, and you're being taken seriously. And I would love to have this conversation 20 years from now, singing your favorite Descendants and Zombie songs still forever and always having it remain a part of our lives, and a very valuable part of each and every one of our lives, because of the lessons that it taught us, the value of friendship, how precious time is, which is something we never really seem to take into consideration and really appreciate. And I think more of an appreciation has been taken away from this for just how valuable time is, because the ever-raising question in every conversation now seems to be, if we had more time, what will we do with it? Will we surround ourselves with more people that we love just to have the chance to say we love them back? Or will we go back in time and fix some of the mistakes that we necessarily wish we had time to correct? Because we're all far from perfect. I will admit to each and every one of you that I am far from perfect, and because I'm far from perfect, I still have a long way to go. And there is never an opportunity never to learn something new in this lifetime. But I think that being a YouTube creator has given me so much incentive to believe that in every video that I've ever uploaded, I've had a positive message. And I've left a forever imprint on every heart that has ever loved Descendants and Zombies and your favorite characters. Because if you are passionate about learning to draw your favorite Descendants and Zombies characters or collect the Descendants and Zombies merch, you probably have a shelf in your room with all the Descendants and Zombies dolls, the 10th anniversary dolls included, which are fabulous. If you are passionate about collecting Descendants and Zombies merch, and you have forever lived and died by Descendants and Zombies, then I support you. And I would love for you to come along on this incredible journey. Because if you give me a chance over the next 20 minutes, I promise you I will give you a greater appreciation for everything that comes with Descendants and Zombies. Because when you look at it in terms of numbers, that doesn't really tell you a whole lot about the success of Descendants and Zombies, which has been profound, and how much of a profound impact Descendants and Zombies has gone on to have on the hearts of millions of fans. Sure, Descendants is slightly ahead of Zombies by a 0.2 of a margin of percentage, 6.4 for Descendants, 6.2 for Zombies. It doesn't really tell you a whole lot, but when you compare it in terms of fan support and emotion, Descendants and Zombies is light years ahead of all of its competition. And I truly believe that it will go on to become one of the most revered and celebrated franchises of all time. How will it go on to become one of the most revered and celebrated franchises of all time? Because it has everything to do with each and every one of you. The love and support that you receive as a YouTube creator for Descendants and Zombies content is truly unlike anything that I've ever experienced in my lifetime. And I've reviewed a lot, from video games to movies to TV shows to pop culture oriented content. I've reviewed it all. I've seen the best of them come and go. But in terms of creating content for Descendants and Zombies, the feeling that you get when you're creating your thumbnail and you're editing your video ever before you upload it, the only hopes you got is that your video is going to get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, and your video is going to blow up and hopefully go viral. And I'm a long way away from ever going viral. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you went viral years ago because you're my favorite YouTuber. Well, if you think that, I really appreciate you for feeling that way. Thank you so much. I've been around for a very long time, close to 30 years, and I've seen the best of them come and go, and I've talked about seemingly everything. But if I had a choice, I would forever remain dedicated to Descendants and Zombies and spend the rest of my life uploading Descendants and Zombies content, because the appreciation is at an all-time high. The appreciation is truly undescribable for every video that I've ever uploaded here. No matter who I talk about, I get lots of likes. I get so much love and support from Descendants and Zombies fan. And I can never go on without acknowledging this fandom for the incredible amount of love and support that I receive from every fan of this franchise who has ever wanted to be a part of something special. And if you want to pursue a career in entertainment, I'll just go ahead and say it. Shoot for the stars, because you can never seem to shoot higher. There's always an opportunity to achieve more in life, and there's always a chance to become even more noticed. So if you want to pursue a career in entertainment and possibly become involved with the Descendants and Zombies franchises, then the opportunity has never been more evident than it is right now. And your star could shine brighter than perhaps ever before, because all you have to do is take the opportunity to become noticed, like people like Liamani and Kylie and Ruby have forever wanted to do, because all they ever wanted to do was be a part of something special. So if you're a fan of a song like Life is Sweeter When You Are, learn to sing it, learn to play it on guitar. Do everything you can to become involved in and pursue your dreams, because the possibilities are really endless. And if that was one piece of advice that I could give to you guys every single time that I ever upload a video, then so be it. Because I know there are critics that usually love to jump down the throats of your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars without presenting them a logical explanation as to why they feel the way they do, and it will forever remain the same. But as long as we continue to show so much love and support for our favorite stars, and we never ever quit on them, the possibilities will forever remain endless for these franchises, because with every new character presents a new opportunity for a new storyline. Like you take Pink, for example, played by Liamani Segura. The thing about Liamani Segura is incredibly appreciative of every moment that she's ever experienced, that she's ever been a part of. I remember when she was first casted for High School Musical, the musical, the series. I was the biggest fan of the original High School Musical trilogy. Now, she wasn't born when the original High School Musical trilogy was achieving so much rarity and recognition on Disney Channel. I nearly crashed my car into a billboard because I wanted to catch the premiere of High School Musical 3 senior year. That was back in October of 2008. So that was the month that Liamani was born. She was actually born when High School Musical 3 senior year was making its premiere in theaters, and I remember being there on that night. There wasn't a seat in the local theater. There was a local theater about 5 minutes away from where I used to live, and I went there. I couldn't get a seat, so there was one seat left, and one of the CEOs of the theater let me in because I had a good friendship with him. And then this girl came in behind me. It was her birthday, and her grandmother looked at her and said, "This was your night, but we can't get a seat." And I overheard the conversation, and of generosity, feeling sorry for her, I gave her my seat. But the feeling that I got knowing that she was able to watch High School Musical, and of course I had to resort to watching it in the back of the movie theater, gave me a greater deal of appreciation for this franchise because I knew I had made somebody's night. And I think that Descendants of Zombies has always given us a greater appreciation for the value of friendship and just how precious some of the friendships in our everyday lives seem to be, because you never really need a whole lot of friends. You just need probably 3 or 4 really good friends to help you make sense of everything going on around you, and you'll be just fine. And I think that Descendants of Zombies has taught us that from every installment, from the powerful music, the powerful scripts that we've drawn so much endless inspiration from. It's truly incredible, the feeling that you get every single time that you upload a video about Descendants of Zombies. We may not know when Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland or Zombies 5 is coming at this moment, but as the release windows etch ever closer, we'll have more information on it for you guys, so you're going to want to keep it locked here on this YouTube channel. Of course, everybody is speculating as to whether or not it'll be mermaids, witches, sirens, pirates. I would go for everything at this point, because you never seem to know what's inside of this vortex. And you're saying to yourself, "Hey, Jonathan Clarke, I thought you were going to jump inside of that vortex and uncover the mystery of it for us." Well, if I could encounter a vortex, if there was one in my backyard, either that or a roller coaster, I would take myself up the opportunity to either construct a roller coaster or to jump inside of this vortex, because one can never be too sure of what's inside of it. Usually these things are associated with doom and the end of your life, so if I survive it, I'll come back and I'll tell you what's inside of it. But I would be the one and only guy who would voluntarily jump inside of this vortex to take full advantage of uncovering its mystery, because I think the unpredictability of Zombies 5 is making us ever more excited and feeling so much intrigued about what's to be revealed inside of this vortex. I mean, we don't know what's inside of it. I think there are a lot of YouTube creators that wouldn't even think twice about jumping inside of this vortex. I'm the only one crazy enough seemingly to do it, or live in a haunted house. But in order for one to upload videos about Descendants of Zombies, they don't only have to talk about Descendants of Zombies, they have to live the entire Descendants of Zombies experience. And it's something that I've taken full pride in doing, because each and every one of you have deserved way better reviews of Descendants of Zombies. Now, I know my reviews of Descendants of Zombies are very different, but I promise you, if you subscribe here to this YouTube channel, you will have fun, you will have a good time, and in every video that you ever watch on this YouTube channel, you will take a greater appreciation away from Descendants of Zombies every single time, because we only have one life to live. So we might as well experience these moments together. We might as well have a prediction to be made about Descendants of Zombies leading into the premiere of Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, which I'm going to be very excited to catch. It's going to be on Disney Plus, Disney Channel, for those of you wondering. I get a lot of questions if Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland will be on Disney Channel. For sure, it will be on Disney Channel, because that was the home of all these original movies. It's where High School Musical and Hannah Montana began. It's where Descendants originally originated. So because that is where it all began for Descendants on July 31st, 2015, why not bring it back to where it all began? I think there's no better place for it to go back to where it all began and for us to celebrate it. And I think that these moments should forever and always be cherished. And it's something I've taken a great deal of pride in every single time that I've ever uploaded a video, because I know how precious these moments are to every fan of Descendants and Zombies. And I just wanted to honor that, along with being a part of it, because I've somewhat become an established voice when it comes to Descendants and Zombies. I've become one of the most recognizable figures in Descendants and Zombies history for offering opinions and analogies, because nobody could ever do it like Jonathan Clarke. Nobody could ever do it better. And I've always believed it has everything to do with how I've always believed you guys have deserved far better reviews about Descendants and Zombies for a very long time. And I just wanted to be that guy forever and always to give that to you, because I think that when you show a greater appreciation for Descendants and Zombies, your opinion is heard more widely by more people, your opinions are taken far more seriously by more people, and you become a notable figure in Descendants and Zombies, because I see a profitable future in store for colleague and Sherelle and Freya, Skye, and we should have the opportunity to have these conversations every single time we ever have the chance. I spent my entire Christmas holiday with each and every one of you. I rang in the New Year with each and every one of you, because I dedicated the rest of my life to Descendants and Zombies content. I had made a promise to every single person who had ever subscribed here that I was going to dedicate the rest of my life to you guys, because you guys deserve to see at least one new Descendants and Zombies video every day. And somewhere, somehow, I came through on that promise, and I had such a tremendous following of love and support, which had everything to do with each and every one of you. Seriously, guys, from my heart to yours, thank you so much for having believed in this YouTube channel as much as you have, hosted by this crazy guy who lives in this haunted house, who is anticipating a zombie apocalypse at any given moment. I know that sounds really crazy, but one can never be too sure about a zombie apocalypse ever breaking out. I'm hearing ambulances and cops all the time, and that is a surefire indication that there's going to be a zombie apocalypse, so one can never be too prepared. You guys are the most incredible fandom ever, and I've never ever wanted any of you to forget that, because it has everything to do with how much you guys have believed in Descendants of Zombies and how much of a chance you have taken on people like Kylie Cantrell and Freya Skye. Thank you so much for believing in them as much as what you have, because we have so much to be excited about in terms of the future, and one that I'm incredibly excited to be a part of with each and every one of you. We will pick up this conversation right where we left off, bright and early tomorrow morning between 8:35 and 9:05 a.m., a conversation that I hope, a new video, that you will join me for. So don't forget to hit my subscribe button, my like button, and to ring my bell for every time I upload a video here, because you're not going to want to miss out on any of this incredible action. This is where the party's at. This is where a zombie apocalypse is never more apparent than ever before, and one should never ever believe in the impossible never ever happening, because if you believe in forever, if you believe in second chances, then that is what will see you through every single time, because you guys are the most incredible fandom of all time, and you should never ever forget that. Most of all, thank you guys for being here and being you every single time, and loving Descendants of Zombies as much as what you have. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I, of course, am your really crazy host, Jonathan Clarke, hoping that you're going to hit my subscribe button so we can have this conversation all over again tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and believing in Descendants of Zombies as much as you have through the years.